Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Garden Tour Saturday time. Open Collab. Anyone can join in. Think about it. Share your beautiful garden with us. And please come and watch all of my wonderful co-hosts that always have a wonderful garden tour every week. Patricia always shares her garden, gives you lots of garden tips, a wonderful inspirational friend, and of course we have Susan that always shows a beautiful garden tour in her yard too. These are wonderful channels. Please go check them out. And of course we have my awesome friend growing on Vancouver Island. She takes lots of beautiful videos of Vancouver Island, shares the beautiful island with you, shares her beautiful garden with you. Go check out her channel too. Now let's get ready. Get that coffee or tea or diet drink ready and watch the videos today. It's Garden Tour Saturday time, and let's see what Grandma did this week. Well, this sunflower still hasn't opened yet, but we'll keep coming back every week and checking. Looks like it's getting close, so probably next week when we do Garden Tour Saturday, hopefully we'll have a beautiful sunflower open. Well, we don't really have anything too much blooming new in the garden. It's just too hot. And oh my gosh, I don't know what we're gonna do today. I guess we're gonna go to the movies. It's just too hot to stay in the house. And it's too hot to be outside. I'm not gonna be doing any gardening this weekend. Just too hot. The weeds get a reprieve. They can have all the fun they want in the garden. Let's just go look at a few more things that are blooming. There isn't much, as you can see. Only the really hardy plants are doing well. Plants that can handle this terrible Southern California heat. The black-eyed Susans seem to be doing fine. They're a little droopier than usual, but they're still doing okay. These plants must love the heat. They never seem to be bothered. In fact, they're doing better in the front yard with all the heat and no shade than the ones in the back. They're bigger and stronger and more beautiful. I have them in my backyard. That's where I originally got them. And they're still doing great out here. I don't know how they're doing it in all this heat. These are doing pretty good also, even though it's really hot and humid. My daylilies, on the other hand, their plants are alive and doing well that way, but they're having a hard time blooming. I think it's just too hot even for them, and they do like the sun. Oh well, let's go see what we can find in the backyard. And as you can see, this plant's doing great also. It doesn't seem to be bothered by the terrible heat either. It's always fun seeing some plants that just struggle and other plants just seem to get bigger and stronger in all this terrible humid heat that we're having. Oh well, let's go see what else is blooming. But at least I have this to give me joy in the garden. This plant blooms almost year-round. In the summer, of course, it blooms more. But I had two of them and one died. But I'm thinking about trying to buy another one. This one I've really loved. It's given me a lot of joy. Boy, the birds are so happy. I was hoping to get some pictures of the birds eating from the sunflowers, but oh, wait a minute, I see a bird now. Let's see if we can go over there and grab it, a picture of it. I don't know if you can see the bird eating from my sunflowers. I can't get any closer because I scare them away when I do. So this is as close as I can get. So hopefully you're getting to see the bird eating at my sunflowers. I always enjoy that, and our seating area is not too far from this. So Grandpa likes sitting right here and watching the birds eating from the sunflowers. I definitely am going to have to put more sunflowers in next year. I didn't plant any this year at all. These you've seen are from last year. Oops, there comes another bird in for a meal. Oh yeah, I love watching the birds, and my yard is just full of them. You can hear them in the background singing with joy. And because my trees are pretty big in my yard, I get a lot of activity there too. Well, I hope you're enjoying watching the birds having their lunch. I know I enjoy watching them. I just wish I could have gotten closer. This is as close as the tablet will let me zoom in. And I could walk closer, but every time I try, they run off. Or I should say fly off. There they go. Now these plants are looking really good and healthy right now, but I can tell you all winter long they look like they should have been pulled out. They looked half dead, but as soon as the weather warmed up, they all sprung back into action and filled back out. So I'm really glad and pleased with myself I didn't pull these plants out. I was really tempted because they looked half dead, but I guess all they needed was some heat and they weren't getting enough. They probably still have too much shade, but that's still okay. They're doing fine. Well, let's go see what else we have growing in the garden. Oh, I wish I had had this on video instead of just some pictures I took. It happened so fast, I didn't have time to do anything. Mr. Buddy was watching. You can't really tell what he's watching or looking at, but I had a lizard here on the sidewalk right next to me. And Buddy was carefully watching that lizard move, and he wanted to play with the lizard. The lizard was not going to have any of it, as you're going to see. And the lizard is pretty fast, and before Buddy knew it, he had already lost control of the lizard. Off it went. When I was filming later down the road, you'll see that he was crying. Another carrot plant down. The gophers ate it. Have to finish pulling it out. Haven't done it yet. So sad. But I still have a lot of carrots plants still alive in here, and lots of beautiful flowers still. Looks like I have lots of flying bugs everywhere also. I guess everyone's having fun with these flowers. Some of these I've never seen before. Maybe you know what this bug is here. Oops, flew away. Have a lot of them. Maybe that one's a wasp coming in there. Really don't like having them around the property. Don't know if you're getting to see everything that's flying around, but we have a lot of activity out here in this hot garden, and a lot of things drying out because of it. I don't know if you heard Buddy crying. He was crying because he couldn't get to the lizard to play. The lizard went up on the wall. Poor Buddy can't play with the lizard. Oh well, lizard's faster than you, Buddy. You're pretty fast. But that lizard's much faster, and that little thing can climb, and you can't find him or get him. It's fun watching Buddy think he's going to catch those lizards. Thank you all so much for stopping by today. Thank you for all your kindness and your support. I hope you enjoyed what I shared with you today in the garden. We'll have another garden video up tonight and show you a garden failure. But today it was what was still looking great in the garden. And we have all these bugs flying around. Can't tell if they're what they are. If anyone knows what this bug is, please let me know. Maybe it's a wasp. Maybe some new kind of bee that's in here. I don't know. It looks a little different than the wasp, and it looks a little different than the bees that I usually see. So let me know if I need to be worried or not in the comment section. Well, thank you so much, my dear friends, for all your love and support as always. See you next week for Garden Tour Saturday.